Spiderman. Does whatever a wannabe while not wanting to be Iron Man can. Spins a web, now he flies. Despises spying in his new disguise. Look out, here comes a motherfucking night monkey. Picking up right after, whilst also poking fun at Endgame, I couldn't personally put a finger on the tone of the sequel. With the constant and overwhelming off humor right off the start, but with that, the comedy does somewhat pick up and has a few singers here and there, starting slow and then snowballing right around Prague into even some chuckles. But from the very opening scene, it's any and all characters belting out one-liners, almost trying to constantly one-up each other via slapsticky shenanigans, opinions, and theories, leaving us, the audience, with not one frame lacking a hammed-out giggle ting. At least in the first act. And I'm not saying there weren't any stingers, because I did find myself laughing out at Flash's new crush. The sets, though, with a large Eurotrip tour aspect, all the locations were beautiful. But oddly enough, the grand built and natural sets would just have so much more of a wow payoff if they were just shown more. Yes, I know actors and action like to have their screen time, but if they just pulled back to the camera ever so often and showed more of these locations rather than just a quick view zooming into the characters every scene, well, I guess I wouldn't be bitching about it now, would I? Let us see these vast European environments. Please do not see this or any movie in 3D. I found those goggles you slap on at the beginning always takes away from the color, visual stigma, and overall enjoyment of the art that plays before thee. 3D is just evil, okay? Listen to your doctor. While you view this movie and you start getting the feeling that everything, including the actors, feels fake. Once Marvel turned up the comedically awkward dial in Homecoming to 10, they've been adding more buttons, 11, 12, 15, ever since. Why not? It works. And what's not broke, pump it up until it is. Tom Holland still does his Spidey thing, but everyone else just acted intentionally awkward, with acting mixed with exposition being the main theme here, people. Everything seeming fake and or awkwardly not real. See? Seriously, there's a scene in a bar being a literal exposition transition into the second act. That being, the villain being a disgruntled ex-employee of Stark's, using his unique technology to take a stab back at him and spoilers. Oh well, get this. J. Jonah Jameson is Alex Jones from InfoWars. What? Boom! And now with that bombshell dropped, Mysterio's trickery, aka his tech, is done justice. Years ago, I would have never been able to imagine his, well, trickery translated to live action. And now I can. But I still can't believe Jake Gyllenhaal in the cape. With really no reason not to. I just didn't dig him in the fishbowl role. I digged him as Bubbleboy, but Bubble Man? Even Nick Fury, or Dick Fury more like, is spoiled and molded into a copy of his iconic badass character. Or is he? A few characters are retconned from Homecoming and other flicks. Mostly Happy Hogan from Tony's quote-unquote badass, mean quote-unquote bodyguard to Peter's quote-unquote badass, mean quote-unquote bodyguard to now a friendly, goofy klutz. I'm not sure if it's due to Mysterio's ruses or was intentionally done for the film overall, but everything just felt fake. Outside of what the drone's output was. These amazing sets.
Fake.
Love interests.
Fake.
Concern for consequences.
Fake.
This brand new anal beaded head hero.
Fake.
But who didn't see that coming? Nick Fury.
Fake.
Or is he? And the one actor the entire movie alluded to, and I personally expected a cameo from, outside of zombie form, being Tony Stark, Robert Downey Jr. Never happened. How cool would it have been if, when Peter puts on the Edith glasses, it's Tony's voice instead of some rando? I can go on about what if until next Christmas, and so can Marvel with their upcoming streaming show. But the fact is, this was still a great adventure that left me and you, yes, you, with some serious Peter tingles at moments. Overall, it may have been stunted with high web expectations, maybe stemming from reports that it was the greatest and biggest MCU movie yet, that it would change the future of the MCU forever. Yet the truth is, if it wasn't wrapping up the end of Phase 3, it would just be another transitional film until the next Avengers, or so. But then again, it could have been due to those damn 3D glasses. God, I hate 3D. It's better than the amazing takes on Spidey, but not as amazing as Homecoming, yet still retaining some amazing post-credit scenes that may have actually been what they were talking about changing the future of the MCU. With everything before that being laying brick by brick movements until the inevitable twists and crazy CGI fight scenes. And because of all this, I'm whipping a diagnosis out being 6 out of 10. It sounds like I hated the film, which is hogwash. I enjoyed it thoroughly with such a great concept, callbacks and even connections to the previous MCU. But now, Spidey's being torn out of the MCU. Or is he? Sony is making some murky and sneaky moves retracting the character out of the Marvel's web of rights. Does this mean there's no more Spidey in the MCU? Can we now meet up with Venom? Or even other Spideys like Tobey Maguire. Ooh, or a cartoon Miles Morales like a Roger Rabbit situation in a live-action Spider-Man. Let me know. What do you think will be the future of the Tom Holland character? Let me know in the comments. Facebook/Dr. T Show. Gah!